Hi, and welcome to my video about real-time landscape architect and photo. First, let's talk about plan view. This is where you're going to get a bird's eye view of your landscape. This is where you're going to do most of your work, and it's the best view in my opinion for spacing and tracing out a landscape on your background picture. And this has the same appearance as AutoCAD and Dynascapes in that 2D fashion. And my final product right here on the right, it's in plan view, so you can get a good look at that. And it's good for presenting a landscape. Now going over to perspective view, it's just incredible. The ability to go into perspective view in real time is a deal breaker. Neither AutoCAD nor Dynascapes had the option. In this environment, you can view your own 3D models, like the things that you put into the plan view. You're going to see every single one of those things pop out right in front of you. Uh, in my opinion, this view is best for making close edits and viewing progress. Some of the tools that we're going to be seeing here are building, landscape, and modeling. So the landscape tab is going to include the region, the accessories, and the plants. Also path, hedge, plant row, all important things that I've used in my project. In order to make grass and mulch beds, I needed to use the region tool. Just select the points in which you would like to outline, and the area on the inside will be filled in. There are many materials that can be chosen. As you can see on the right in this image, as the materials, that drop down is what you see on the bottom. Tons of grass, tons of mulch. In real time, plants and trees are provided via the Plants tab. There are many different types of trees and shrubs to choose from. Each one has its own unique model that can be viewed in perspective mode, and the plant row tool was often used during this project. It's just an easier way to place multiple trees of the same type. Realtime allows you to place various random accessories too. In this project, I used many accessories, including the table, chairs, fire pit, pergola. And the pergola is what you see up there in the top middle. It was provided on Canvas by the professor, and it's really cool because you can take things from the internet, these models, and just import them into this program, and it adapts perfectly. The building tab is going to give you the stuff like house, door, window, column, fence, and patio. The house tool is very cool because it's so easy to use. When I first saw the house in the project, I thought it looked daunting, but it's pretty easy. It's just like the region tool. You just select the points, and the house will appear magically, pretty much. The walls and the roof material can be changed, and those are the images I have up on the screen here. And there's many options. You got brick, wood, whatever you need. Uh, so the door and column, both of these can only be used in perspective mode because they need to be placed on a wall or next to a wall. Perspective mode makes it easy to space out these columns though. Um, and also, both the doors and the columns can be adjusted height and width. And so I have some pictures here, the columns and the doors. And what's actually interesting is that on the door, you see that little symbol above that. It says symbol. The symbol needs to be changed because on the left here, you can see that we have this image, and it looks just like AutoCAD and Dynascapes with where the doors are and the windows because I've selected the correct symbol. I changed it from the one on the screen, and I made it just a little white bar. It would have showed up as that big swinging door on the actual plan view if I hadn't changed it. For the patio and fence, the patio can be found in the front and the back of the house, and the fence lines the backyard. As you can see, the material can be changed for both of these things. And what I want to talk about is changing the curve type and editing points. When you press that edit points thing that's grayed out there, you can move points, you can add new points, and you can change the curve type if you want a smooth edge. The layer tab can be found in the bottom right of the screen. There is no color coding, unlike AutoCAD and Dynoscapes, but this is because you place objects, not shapes, so they already have color once you place them. The layer tab is pretty self-explanatory. On the right here, the add layer, delete layer, hide all, hide one specific layer, lock one specific layer. It's all right there in front of you, and it's relatively easy. So the snipping tool was used in the Web Labs environment, and I just use it to get the perspective images, and it's so easy to use. You just search up snipping tool, and you just press new, and then you just screenshot. It's very easy. So the background image is what I had used to trace over. It's what I based off my final product of. And what's so good about real-time landscape is that I was able to, look at what these plants look like, and I could pick something that's similar to them. But I also did a little bit of experimentation and picked some other cool plants. Using the label tool, you can identify different parts of the property. On the final product, the labeling assists in realizing the spacing and the environment you can expect. And on the right here, we have plan and perspective view. You can just see what I did actually label was the outdoor workspace, because I felt it was a cool addition, but it wouldn't be noticed without the label. So now we're going to switch over to real-time photo, and you're going to get to see this other application that we used. So the tools and what you're going to get in the photo, real-time photo, it's very similar to Architect, but this application deals with 2D editing, so there's no 3D models and that sort, but we have the basics: plant, region, accessory. It's all the same from the last one. The background picture editor is used to erase any unwanted parts of a photo. In this case, I erased one tree and two shrubs. It's found pretty easily in the Settings tab, and once you get there, it's pretty self-explanatory and it's pretty cool to use. These are the two original images I was given, front and left side of the house. That's just how they're labeled in Canvas. But as you can see, there is a tree in that front image, and we'll look at my next one and it will be gone. So here are my edits, and as you can see, the tree in the front house is gone. Like, I had to edit it. I went in that picture editor, took it out, added tons of trees, added the region tool for the grass. Very cool, and definitely looks a lot better. I would say that real-time landscape is miles ahead of AutoCAD and Dynoscapes. Not only does it provide more content, but it's easier to access everything that it does provide. And also perspective mode is what really sets this apart from the other two. Just being able to see the 3D model is incredible. I would say overall it's just better than both AutoCAD and Dynoscapes, and it seems like things are just much simpler. One thing is that AutoCAD and Dynoscapes allowed you to color code layers. You can't do that here. Thanks for watching. Here is my final product for you guys to look at one more time, and I'll see you in the next video, if there is one.